I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the Rugged Ridge Body Armor Smooth Rocker Guard Kit fitting your two-door 2007 and up JK. Today we're going to talk through the installation of this armor, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench install. This is going to go onto your Jeep with a couple of nuts and bolts, but mostly 3M adhesive. You'll be able to get this attached in about an hour, but we'll talk more about the install in just a second. We're also going to talk through the construction and the features of this rocker armor. These are going to be for those of you who want to finish off the otherwise unfinished look of the pinch seam underneath the doors of your JK. That rocker guard section from the factory does look a little bit unfinished with some holes drilled in it, and a set of rocker guards like this will certainly finish off the look. However, rocker guard is used a little bit loosely when it comes to this particular product. This is a plastic product that, while it does use a couple of screws to hold it in place, it also attaches with 3M tape, and you're not going to get any sort of protection from off-road obstacles. This is going to be protection against kicking the rocker with your shoes and scratching up the factory paint, and it is going to be a little bit of protection from door dings depending on the height of your Jeep. However, these will take the place of some steps or some other rocker guards. You won't be able to run those two in conjunction. So these are going to be for those of you who are staying on the road and don't need actual rocker protection for off-roading. As far as a plastic, more aesthetic part goes, I think that this is fairly priced and it does work as advertised. These rocker guards are made of a UV-treated thermoplastic, so they're going to hold up well in the sun. They're not going to fade or become brittle. They are also going to be pretty strong, so if you do get bumped into by a door in the parking lot, these won't crack or become damaged. As I said before, these are designed to work specifically on your 2-door or 4-door JK. They do bolt directly onto the holes that are already existing in your pinch seam and use some automotive-grade 3M tape to be held in place. I said before that this is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench installation, and it definitely is. There's a good chance you'll get these installed in less than a half an hour with just some traditional hand tools and a good cleaning product. Anytime you're attaching anything to your vehicle with 3M automotive adhesive, you will want to make sure that that area is nice and clean. So I would recommend roughly holding the rocker guard up to the Jeep, seeing the area where the pre-applied 3M adhesive is going to actually stick onto the rocker panel, and making sure that area is nice and clean with a good alcohol-based cleaner. From there, you can use the 3M adhesion promoter that comes in this kit to make sure you get a really good bond between the 3M and the surface of the vehicle. What I would recommend is, after cleaning the surface, hold these in place and put a few of the nuts and bolts through your new rocker guard into that pinch seam to hold everything in place. From there, you can start to peel the 3M tape, make sure everything is lined up properly before you pull the rest of the backing off, and really make sure that it sticks to the side of the Jeep. You will want to make sure that you're doing this when the temperatures are moderate. You're not going to want to do this on a really hot day or a really cold day, because it can affect how that 3M adhesive adheres onto your vehicle. So if you're doing this in the winter, try and do it in a heated garage. If you're doing it in the summer, pick a cooler day or a day in the shade so that adhesive sets up good and everything is going to stay where you put it. The nice thing about the 3M adhesive is, while it will stick and stay exactly where you put it as long as you want it to, this is completely reversible. So if you remove the nut and bolt hardware that is attaching these rocker guards to the pinch seam and do a little bit of pulling and peeling, you can certainly remove these and go back to stock without any long-term effects. As I mentioned before, just traditional hand tools and a good cleaner, and you'll get this job done in less than half an hour. Sometimes when you get plastic products like this, some of the edges aren't perfect. You can see where the mold wasn't quite right. These are really, really well made, and that's why I would say that they are worth the cost. They are a little bit expensive in my opinion for just an aesthetic piece, but if you like the look that these provide and the little bit of protection that they provide, these are very, very well built. So if you're looking to change up the look of the rocker area of your Jeep, make that pinch seam look a little bit more finished, and add some protection against kicking that rocker and scuffing up the factory paint, these are going to do a nice job. These are a really well-built version of these rocker protectors, and while they're not going to give you protection in an off-road scenario, they will help protect against scratches and some door dings. So that's my review of the Rugged Ridge Body Armor Smooth Rocker Guard Kit fitting all 2007 and up JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.